Hi all, in this week's video, we are traveling. We're hitting the road, taking the Bubble, our little camper, along with us. But before we hit the road, we have a few upgrades that we want to make to the camper. So we'll be taking you along for that. And then we're hitting the road, traveling to Central Virginia, camping in a beautiful vineyard. I'm going to be putting chapters in here so you can click around if you just want to see certain aspects of the trip, or if you want to see some of the upgrades we're making to the camper, feel free to skip around on this video. But before we jump into this week's video, here's a quick introduction in case you're new around here and wondering what this channel is all about.
Hi there, we're Matt and Stacy. We recently bought an off-grid property in beautiful West Virginia. We've been busy making this property our own little slice of paradise, adding in a few modern conveniences, having fun learning all of the construction trades, and converting a pole barn into our future home. This channel is about my passion for painting with a torch and wax, and about our passion for adventure and taking risks. Consider subscribing and join this creative community. And don't forget, hit that thumbs up button if you're enjoying the video.
All right, before we can hit the road and go camping, we have a few minor things that we need to fix in the camper. So we're going to take you along for that.
Are we falling apart everywhere in here or what?
Just again, not everything.
Still, always. That's not normal. It shouldn't move like this.
I say that about myself all the time.
It shouldn't move like that.
It's not normal.
Oh.
Same concept.
Do you want these things off?
No.
Okay.
See how many more Swiss cheese holes we can put in this thing? Look how much the screws have backed out. That's insane. But hopefully that means I can just screw them back in. That was my hope.
Can y'all see that? Those screws shouldn't be like that. Hopefully though, we don't have to drill more holes into the side. That's the hope.
I don't know.
Not looking good, or?
We'll find out here in 1 second. But considering they just pushed right in. You tell me, is it gripping anything?
No, shoot skis.
Okay, we determined that these screws here also need to come out of this bench area as it was loose against the wall in this area as well. So we're taking these out, and this is not the first time that we've attempted to try to fix this problem. As you can see, there's a couple different screws in here, and as you can see by us wiggling it, it is quite loose. And unfortunately, this bench doesn't really back up to anything. It goes into the walls, just the side of this, which I'm trying to get you a good angle here. Sorry about some of the close-ups that are going to happen here, but there's just not much space in the camper to film. But hopefully we'll get this fixed and secured up and be able to hit the road shortly.
Zippity doo dah.
Secure?
Well, I mean, it's back to normal until they strip out again.
Yeah, I think you can tell. There's no
doesn't
wiggle here. It's nice and sturdy now.
Don't wiggle the top plate off.
Yeah,
Probably just glued.
But I think you can also see we keep adding holes in here to keep securing it. So, and it's secured into, there's a metal piece back behind this wall. Like, we're not just going into the, Aztec wall. There is a metal piece back there. We have confirmed that, so I don't know. Maybe we are just taking this more off-road than what it's capable. We are actually going up to the top of the mountain. That is the next trip, so hopefully it'll hold up. Fingers crossed for us, y'all.
really thought last time we did this that was going to be pretty permanent. Or at least give us a few years.
The good news is, though, our bench is all put back together. So one thing done, anyways. Right, Matt?
2, I've taken out the batteries.
Oh, yes.
That's the big project.
We got to order batteries still, but they're out.
We're switching to lithium. Apparently. Wasn't the plan, but I can't find golf cart batteries, and everybody seems to think that you just switch them at this point, because lithium's actually pretty inexpensive comparatively and better. So, we're going lithium. Part 2 of why we're upgrading to lithium. So, original 6-volt golf cart batteries we had. Loved them overall. I looked to replace these originally because they've lasted 5 years. Did well. Problem is we're getting a lot of corrosion, so I don't know if that's just maintenance, because you do have to refill these with water, distilled water, like every once in a while, just to make sure they're topped off. We did that, but probably not nearly as often as you probably should, and every time I found them, of course, I had to add water, so that's part of it. But also redoing some of the stuff, as you can see, like when I disconnected over here, this one, well, let's get some focus. This one literally, like, so much corrosion, like it literally just broke right off, which is obviously not good for your electrical connections. They're dirty. They're, you know, obviously we needed to clean them up. They are stored in an outside storage area, so I think the lithium is sealed better and just kind of just better all around. Plus, everybody I've talked to says just upgrade to lithium at this point. It's all better. So there you have it.
Okay, what is this, part 3 of why?
Sure, part 3. So as you can see here, obviously our battery positive, our solar positive, but all that blue corrosion and the black tape around it, you can see the swelling of the tape. That's the corrosion actually pushing everything out. So even last time we maintained these, I had to cut these back. I added these new connectors on. But again, I'm going to have to cut back again, and obviously the more inches I lose, the worse, because we don't have a lot of extra space here to go in and out of the container and the batteries. They got to stretch over, and same thing on the far ones. Those have to stretch to the other side, so I do get a little worried that the more I keep cutting off, the worse it gets, but hopefully we can solve these problems. I've got some of the corrosion resistant stuff, things like that to help maybe in the future that I never put on before. So lessons learned over the last 5 years. We'll just do better this time.
All right, all. It has been a week or so since I last picked up the camera and showed you what we have going on with a few things that need done in the camper. And we have got some lithium batteries delivered. So let me show you those. And the plan tonight is to get them installed because we are leaving in, I think, 2 days. And we have family coming into town tomorrow. So tonight is the night. Fingers crossed they work. We did hang on to the other batteries just in case they don't work. But hopefully they will. And yeah, let's get to installing some batteries, I guess. All right, here we go. The two, woo, let there be light. 2 new batteries. So, let's
Lithium, baby!
Yeah, hopefully they'll work. So, do you know what you're doing here?
Shockingly, no.
Good grief. Do you have a plan?
No, but I have a screwdriver and a ratchet.
So there's some sort of plan. Oh, don't stop that. Goodness gracious.
I think I got a plan. ChatGPT told me what to do, so
Okay.
must be right.
Gotta be. What could go wrong?
It's different from our last setup. So the last one was 2 6-volt batteries, and we wired them in series, if I'm not mistaken. And these are now 12-volt batteries, and we're going to run them parallel, which means the way you connect them together is different, since, well, I got 2 new wires, because the other ones were corroded and broken, but hopefully we'll avoid that also. But yes, I have a plan. I always have a plan.
Of course.
I love it when a plan comes together. Oh wait, they're not that heavy. like the old ones. Lithium, I'm telling you.
It's apparently the way to go, folks. Alright, this is like shows us the power of our batteries, and the screen is blank. I think you can see that, but the old batteries are not in, so hopefully we will get something on this screen when the new batteries get installed.
I'm guessing that they don't recommend you install them on top of your propane tanks.
Probably not appropriate. No. However, behind them is, I guess.
Question is, did I measure properly and will it fit?
Oh no, I hope it fits.
Don't you worry. Plenty of space.
Oh, good.
Might even put a bumper in there.
You might need to, huh?
As I say, they move around in there.
Yeah.
They're so much lighter. Guess I might as well take these out while I'm at it. Oh, that's a good length there. Positive to positive. Negative to negative. And what do we have here? Positive is the short end. I gotta flip the batteries around, I think.
Morning all. It is the next day.
Take two.
Yeah. Rewind. Matt had to run to how many different places?
4.
4 different places to find the right connections. We actually needed deeper bolts because we have how many? 3 like connections, basically. Connections, is that the right word? Wires running into one of the connections on the battery, and the bolts weren't deep enough that came with the batteries. So by the time we got home last night, it was getting quite dark. Luckily, we found the parts, so we are up bright and early this morning, going to get these installed. Hopefully they will work, because like I said yesterday, we have family coming into town later today, and then we are heading out. So, fingers crossed.
Assuming it works.
Yeah, fingers crossed for us that these batteries will work. Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you awake?
Yep.
Had some coffee?
Not enough.
All right, let's get these installed.
Okay, test phase 1. So all I've done, you can see here, I just used the old corroded side of the wires to make a connection, to get everything wired together, to make sure, really just a test. I want to make sure that our panel comes on, that we have power, and then I can change the settings to the battery itself, or to the solar connector, solar charger, so that it can determine what kind of battery it is and charge them and all that kind of stuff. So this is just a test phase. Next, I'm going to actually cut the wires up and cut them back, get that corrosion off of there, add new connections, and then make sure it's all clean, because one of the benefits I hear of lithium is that they don't really corrode. So I'm going to get the old corrosion off and start fresh, but I just wanted to check our connections first. So here we go. Wish us luck. Test number 1. Do we have power in the panel? That's a bright light. That is a good sign.
All right, we're clicking on our inverter switch here to see if we can use our plugs.
I've got the ultimate test.
What's that?
The hair dryer.
Oh, you do need to dry your hair.
I usually do when we're camping. So. Oddly enough, folks, the only thing in the camper with a plug is a hair dryer that we could find.
And we actually don't use it to dry our hair. We use it to dry our wet hiking boots.
It's true. Ready?
Yep. Oh.
That's a good sign. All right, I think we're officially converted to lithium. Let's see. I don't think we're getting much information out of this app, but
It's not showing any. I don't think it's coming up on the camera anyway. All right, so that's good news. I think we're going to be able to go camping. Yay!
oh, we're going camping anyway.
Yeah, we were going camping regardless. But
Who needs it? We don't even have electric.
I know, that's why we wanted the batteries to work.
Nah, who cares?
Yes, we're off-grid camping, which is why we kind of wanted the batteries to work. So, you know, we could turn on lights and small things like that. Anyways, I think we're good to go. Perhaps we'll see you on the road.
All right, y'all, home sweet home. We got some chairs. We got a Stacy. And we're not parked in too bad of a spot in the middle of the vineyards.
All right, all. We are staying at Hona Lee Wineries, and we are just going to settle in for the night here in the vineyard, have our famous chicken fajitas that we always bring on camping trips. And I will pick you up in the morning for perhaps a walk around the winery here. Good morning, all. Had a delicious breakfast this morning, and I thought I would show you around the winery and tell you a little bit more about it. Honolulu Vineyard is one of the Harvest Host. So if you're a Harvest Host member, you can stay here. They have several different camping options, a couple camping options with water and electric. We chose to stay in the vineyard, which does not have water or electric, but honestly, I think it's an absolutely stunning location to stay at. A little bit about the vineyard themselves. It is family owned and operated by a mom and her son. Two extremely nice people. We met both of them, and they are located in central Virginia, in Gordonsville, Virginia. They grow all of their own grapes, and I think they have 15 varieties of grapes for the various different wines that they have. Pretty much you can find a wine for any taste. They also host events, and their outside areas are absolutely stunning and gorgeous. They have beautiful patios and a beautiful tent event center. There's a fire pit outside, which we didn't end up using because it's rather warm here in Virginia in the summer, but beautiful, beautiful area. Highly recommend coming to see Honolulu Vineyards. If you're in the area, or if you're a Harvest Host guest, I highly recommend staying there. Hospitality was wonderful, and yeah, just a great experience overall. I will make sure to link them down there below in the description of this video. All right, we are hitting the road again, just a short drive over to Jefferson's historic home, Monticello.
Hi all. Thought we would give you our brief commentary or brief opinions on Jefferson's Monticello, which we went to see today. Thoughts on Monticello?
History rewritten.
Yeah, it's
controversial.
Yeah, I think the best way to explain. So, long story short, Jefferson had slaves. He freed a very, 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 very small amount of slaves, 4 of which were his children, who he kept in slavery for up until the age of 21. So, interesting take, but the thing about it, I think, is my sister, I think, said it best, is that the tour was really worth doing. It was worth going over there, exploring the area, seeing the house, seeing the history. And it was an explanation, not an excuse. So I think if you kind of look at it that way, it's worth doing, and I thought they did a good job with it, right?
Yeah.
They didn't try to defend
history.
anything, and yeah.
Our history isn't pretty, we'll say.
Yeah.
And I think, to follow up with Stacy, Jefferson penning the Declaration of Independence, all men are created equal kind of situations, but yet he held, to further clarify, 700 slaves, freed 7, 4 were his own children, not even freed until they were 21, and only because he had an agreement with their mother, who of course he slept with as a slave.
And he kept her as a slave her whole life.
Yeah, and that was an agreement to bring her back to the United States from France when they were over there, or she was over there. So, it like I said, it's controversial history, right? It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, do your research on it, and I don't think it was 700 slaves. I think it was 407. I'll put the fact check in here just to double check that fact. But
I'm the facts. I'm a numbers guy.
So anyways, worth going to the house? What'd you think?
Everything's worth it. I mean, it's definitely fun. Beautiful grounds. Like, it's kind of nice to walk around. You can walk up or down to the house. A lot of like historical centers and things like that too. Like, so yeah. I mean, like I said, everything's worth it to go to and see. There is an additional, you don't get to see the second story, so there's an additional tour that you can do kind of behind the scenes where you go upstairs and things like that. It's kind of interesting because the staircases are like super thin, skinny things to get upstairs, so I think that's why they don't open it to the public necessarily, but...
and I couldn't take any video in the house. That you weren't allowed to take any video or anything like that, so I don't have any video of inside the house, but it's worth doing. Go check it out yourself.
Always cool.
Right? Any other thoughts?
No.
Okay. That was Monticello. All right, now we went to Lake Anna today, which again, beautiful, beautiful lake. It was very crowded because it was the weekend when we went. So very crowded, lots of boats, lots of big speed boats.
Speed boats.
Yes.
Although, to be fair, most of the houses around the lake had 2 boat docks, one for their pontoon and one for their speedboat. So there's a combination.
Right. You're right. Yeah, the houses along the lake were beautiful, huge, big houses. I think we looked up a couple. They cost millions upon millions of dollars. So we are not moving to the Lake Anna area.
Unless you guys like and thumbs up and comment and subscribe and send us millions. I don't know.
Right. But it was a really pretty lake. We want to go back. We're thinking about planning another trip back because the lake is huge. And I think it would be really interesting to go back in the middle of the week. Fingers crossed it would be a little less wavy and choppy, less big boats out there so we could kayak more. And then also maybe rent a pontoon because there's lots of marinas and boat rental areas where you can rent boats. But it's a massive lake. We barely scraped the surface of that lake.
For reference, I think it's actually Ocean Anna, not lake, because The waves and the white caps and the we all took water into the kayaks from waves just crashing over the kayaks. Like that's how big they were. And if you don't ride it right, you don't want to tip over, but the water literally comes crashing over the top of your kayak and soaks you. So prepare to be wet on Oceanana.
Yeah, so there was 4 of us. We went with my sister and her husband and had a great time, but all 4 of us took on water.
Yes. It was a hot day. Kept it cool.
It was extremely hot.
And who
so
doesn't
nice.
love soggy pants the rest of the day?
Anything to add about Lake Anna?
No, it's beautiful. Can't wait to go back.
All right.
After a long day on the lake, what's a better way to sit back and relax than at a winery and distillery? There are lots of wineries and distilleries also in this area. If you're coming to visit, check them out as well.
I'm not sure it gets any better than this. It is a gorgeous night here in Virginia. We are camped in the middle of a vineyard. And yeah, just living our best lives. Hope you all are too. And thanks for coming along on this trip. More to come tomorrow morning, and we'll see you then.
Good morning. Another beautiful day here in Honolulu Vineyard. This is unfortunately our last morning, so we grabbed a quick breakfast. Unfortunately, had to say goodbye to my sister and her husband, and we hit the road. We ran into several rain showers along the way, so we decided to stop off at a place that was going to be more indoors on our way home.
All right, and the last stop that we made was on the way home to Luray Caverns, and we had passed by this cavern several times. Kind of always wanted to stop in, but didn't stop in. And what are your thoughts on Luray Caverns?
Gorgeous. And huge, too. Like, I was actually surprised by how... I shouldn't be surprised, because that's why it's a huge tourist attraction. But definitely huge.
Mm-hmm.
If you're into that stuff, even if you're not, I still think it's worth seeing. Like,
yes.
It's worth the price of admission to get in my opinion.
Yeah.
But it's huge. They have so much more than the cabins there, too. There's, like, little museums and toy and trains and a lot of cars, actually.
Mm-hmm.
There's a pretty big car museum. Built up, there's a heritage center where they have, like, historical buildings and maybe, I don't know if can't remember if they're replicas or not. But nice little area. You see, there's some, artisan type of things going on there. So that was cool.
Yeah, really cool.
Neat
The caverns were so we went on a Monday because we came on our way home. Which pro tip there, it was pretty empty. The parking lot is huge, and I think they get like big bus tours in and things like that. There's probably no way to tell if there's going to be a bus tour there or not until you show up. But again, go during the middle of the week if you can, because it was quite empty. And I would imagine it gets very, very, very crowded. Like the line to get into the cavern, or not the line, the walkway to get into the cavern, we just walked right on down it. Like there was no line whatsoever, very few people. But my guess is that walkway fills up.
Yeah, I'm sure they have that. It's a covered walkway,
Yes.
and I wouldn't doubt it's a eighth to a quarter of a mile long, like as it stretches and loops around. But I would imagine it's there because it gets full, and they only let so many people in at a time. So
Yeah.
I can imagine that place gets really busy.
And it's a self-guided tour, which is really nice too, because you can just walk through it, take your time, or hurry through it as much as you want. And then they give you like a brochure that kind of describes each little area, and there's little plaques to describe it. But really cool.
I think the most interesting things about these caverns is it started because there was like a quarter-sized hole in the ground. Somebody felt air coming out of it and were like, oh, cool, what's this? And then they started digging. And then they just slide down into a dark hole, not knowing what the heck it is. But you also put yourself there and you go, can you imagine being that person? Like you light your lantern for the first time and you just go, holy cow, what is around here? This is amazing. And then you just keep exploring. Like I would imagine you'd want to spend the rest of your life just going deeper and deeper and deeper. So, but it's pretty amazing. Like this place is cool. Like
It's definitely one of our favorite caverns that we've explored, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we said it's privately owned, so it's funny. We said like there's a reason. I think they keep it private because they just want to keep it private because they're making a killing off of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure, but it could be national park. Like it's that good of a cavern. I thought. Like,
Yes.
I just think they haven't sold out yet.
Yeah. There's definitely some cheesy, like touristy areas kind of about it, but definitely worth going to.
Yeah. And one of the things that my parents actually went there, I think it was their honeymoon, right?
It
When
was
they stopped. Years
many
and years ago.
years
So they have
ago.
one of those pictures that we were trying to duplicate. And it was kind of sad but fun and disappointing all at the same time because they changed the entrance. So it's like we couldn't duplicate the picture because it didn't look this. We took a picture outside the entrance and I'm sure it's the same entrance to the cave, but unfortunately it didn't look, it's not going to look like the picture because we wanted to put it like side by side and hang it up. But in either case, it was cool.
Yeah, well worth the stop.
Yep.
Anything else to add?
Go explore.
Yeah. Go check out your local areas, or not even local. It was about
Halfway.
well, it was about 4 hours away, really. But
Yeah,
yeah,
not too bad.
really cool areas. Anything else?
No.
All right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.
I was supposed to giggle. It's scary.